Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about this David Zaslav WB situation because people are freaking the hell out, which I think that what David is doing is actually very smart. It's time to change because the same bull crap that we've been going through with the past 10 years with all of these shows and movies have not worked. You know, I know how some people was like, oh, we should know. It's the same shit over again. We have already done this same nonsense. It has proven to not work at this point. So no, David was right. Fucking cancel Batgirl. Fucking cancel Scoob. Fucking cancel Velma. Take other shows off that don't make no damn logical sense. You know? And I like how people tend to forget how a merger works, because when a merger happens, there are going to be stuff that are going to be canceled, done, or whatever you want to call it. However you want to call it, that stuff is going to be done. So to sit up there and act like what David Zaslav is doing is criminal or whatever is ignorant, because the same people that are trying to be upset at David Zaslav for his decisions with, you know, slashing WB and stuff like that are the same ones that was rooting for Disney when they brought Fox and they slashed all of these jobs and stuff like that. What about those actors that were in the middle of movies, right? What about those actors that were in pre-production of movies? You know, oh, we ain't gonna talk about that. Or the entire animation studios that Fox had, movies that were almost finished, animated movies that were almost finished, got shelved. And I didn't see none of y'all talking about, oh, Disney's wrong for that, but because Warner Brothers does it, it's a problem now. That's what I'm saying. The hypocrisy of it all. Why, when Disney does some evil bullshit and people try to call it out, we're wrong for calling it out. But when WB do something correct, it's a problem. Make that shit make sense. The Batgirl movie didn't make any logical sense from a story reason, from a casting reason, from a directing reason. It just didn't. You can get mad all you want to, but that's the truth. How the hell you do a damn Batgirl movie and it's the sequel to a Flash movie? Come on now, put common sense together, y'all. You ain't even had an established Batman movie in your DCEU, but yet you want to be like, oh, you know what'd be great if we do a Batgirl and then we do a Supergirl movie too, so we can get rid of Batman and Superman, because diversity and inclusion. Then you race swap Batgirl and Supergirl, and they fucking look ugly, and the bitches ain't got no body. I'm sorry, no. When Alicia Silverstone, Batgirl, and God damn it, I can't think of the darn lady's name who did the Supergirl movie back in the Helen Slater. Supergirl looked like Supergirl and Batgirl, and that was years ago, from 2022. You fucked up. Yes, the shit should be canceled. And I know some people are like, well, what about the Ezra Miller thing? They said that they're not going to release movies that they don't believe in, and they said that they're going to fix on the movie. So what I believe is what's happening, because a lot of people jump to conclusion. Just because he didn't address the Ezra thing doesn't mean that he's not thinking about, you know, fixing the Ezra Miller thing. Because if they were willing to get rid of, if they were willing to get rid of $500 million for CNN Plus, and then they were able to, and then they said we're gonna scrap Batgirl, which was $90 million, which that would have rose even more because of the nonsense that they had to do with marketing and finishing up the CGI or whatever. I mean, oh, that was the ambulance, guys. I mean, sometimes you gotta cut the losses. And not to mention, I hear a lot of people also talking about Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser is on Doom Patrol, and Doom Patrol is amazing, and none of y'all asses are watching it. So don't sit up here and talk about, oh, we missed out on Brendan Fraser. Brendan Fraser is in Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol, which is a good series, and y'all ain't even watching it. But now you want to talk, you want to whine and complain or whatever. Yes, things happen. But again, that's what happens with the merger. Sometimes movies, shows, and everything gets canceled. It's the same thing in the music industry. It's the same thing in the art industry. When you do anything entertainment-wise, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be released. It can be fully completed. It can be fully paid for and still don't come out. It's the truth. It happens. Stop acting like this is the first time something like this. No, the reason why it's such a big deal is because it's the first time that it's being announced. It's the first time that it's being announced. But trust me, there have been plenty of movies, shows, everything that been fully paid for, built sets for it and all kinds of stuff. The actors are there or whatever, and then the studio said, "Fuck it, we're done." And now y'all all of a sudden y'all want to be like, "Oh, we hate David Zaslav. David Zaslav is being sexist because he canceled even Scoob or whatever." The first Scoob movie didn't do well. What the fuck y'all talking about? Oh, now all of a sudden you care about Scooby-Doo? Since when? Since when? Since when? Again, if it was such a big deal, y'all would have went to go watch Scoob, but you didn't. And you want to know why? The reason why you didn't go see Scoob? Because the shit looked as stupid and they were trying to set up a cinematic universe. Not everything needs a cinematic universe. It honestly don't. That's why I didn't do well. Who was really thinking about Scoob? No one. Now, if you said Scooby-Doo, if it was a regular Scooby-Doo, sure. But it already had controversy when it didn't even include the original cast. This wasn't like this was a live action Scooby-Doo movie. Everybody already have a voice of the whoa shit. Everybody already has a voice for the Scooby-Doo gang, right? And we heard them in all of the little shows and movies that Warner Brothers been doing for the past couple of times. So why you just didn't use those voice actors? So that way the audience is more familiar. And then you tried to rush it because you was trying to build a cinematic universe. And honestly, no one cares about an origin of Scooby-Doo in the game. We done already seen it. If you don't know what Scooby-Doo is by now, I'm sorry to tell you, something wrong with you at this point. You tried to do an origin of Scooby-Doo and you tried to build up a cinematic universe. And halfway through, the movie stopped focusing on Scooby-Doo and it started focusing on Hanna-Barbarian stuff. If that's the case, if you really want to do a Hanna-Barbarian thing, you should have been like Hanna-Barbarian Scoob. So that way people knew that they were going to be dealing with Hanna-Barbarian stuff. But if you're going to have a movie started in your cinematic universe with Scooby-Doo, then you focus on Scooby-Doo. And then at the end, you tease another Hanna-Barbarian show. That's what you should have did, but you didn't. Oh well. It is just business. You can't get mad at that. Honestly, the old regime they had 10 years. They didn't do anything. They panicked with the response of Man of Steel. Even though again, Zach didn't fucking write the damn script. It went through several rewrites and it got approved by the studio themselves with the vision that Zach had, but at the end of the day, they could have easily said no or yes, right? But because it's the director, it's a problem. Even though, everybody want to be like, well, the Christopher Reeves won too, but yes, Christopher Reeves Superman did fucking kill. Stop pretending like it's the perfect thing. It's just like the Michael Keaton stuff. Michael Keaton's Batman did fucking kill too. Stop acting like Batman and Superman never killed in these movies. If you're going to be fair, see, y'all got selective memory when it comes to Superman and Batman in the movie theaters. But because the DCEU one did something different, Which, remember, Warner Brothers was only going off of what people were saying about the MCU. How they were saying how it was family friendly and it was too light. So DC said, oh, okay, let's go a little bit dark. And they saw that you guys liked it because of the fucking Batman movies from Christopher Nolan. So of course they were going to go that route. Dum-dums. But one thing about it is WB panicked. And that was the problem. WB panicked and didn't just continue their plan, because easily all of that could have been course corrected in the second Man of Steel movie, but you never gave it a chance. So when people always be like, oh, the Snyder stuff, Snyder never even had a chance. He honestly didn't. You told him to hurry up and put Batman Superman in a movie together, which made no logical sense. Then do a Wonder Woman movie, then do a Justice League movie that was supposed to be in 2 parts. Oh wait, no, screw that. Condense all of this bullshit down and try to make it under 2 hours. And then Aquaman. Yeah, that really helped. That really said that Zack had an opportunity when everything that he was trying to do was sabotaged. So again, we have to blame the studio for that, because everybody knows how much WB used to interfere with people's stuff. And if you're not going, what's the point of rebooting? Take the universe that you got and work with it. It's there. Work with it. Don't reboot it. Rebooting is the problem. That's the fucking problem with a lot of shit in media right now, because y'all want to panic and reboot shit. No. Use what you got. You can tweak some things, pretend like certain things didn't happen, and work with it. That's all you got to do. Is really not rocket science. Honestly. Get Henry Cavill back in Superman. Do a Man of Steel 2. Ben Affleck, the Batman. And then Wonder Woman 3. Or Wonder Woman 2. If you, side hustle. I don't know what the hell you want to goddamn do. And then create a Justice League movie and a correct Flash, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter book. No, I ain't even about to count Cyborg ass in a movie. No, his ass gonna be a supporting character in movies until Teen Titans. But that's what you should do. And then again, now all of a sudden David Zaslav hate Latinos because the Batgirl and the Supergirl movies got canceled. Well, first off, Batgirl and Supergirl aren't even fucking Latino. So to even try to throw that whole racism shit in there ain't gonna fly with a lot of people, because everybody know what Supergirl and Batgirl look like. And on top of that, they tried the race swapping Bat character, which was Batwoman. It did not work. So you can't keep sitting up there and expecting doing the same thing and expecting different results. It does not work. It's not going to work. It's honest to God not going to work. So stop with that bullshit right there. And then you got mad that he also talked about how HBO Max is more male targeted and Discovery Plus is more female targeted. And then people want to be like, it's not the 1800s anymore, David Zaslav. Women like action and comic books too. No one said they didn't. But be honest with yourself and understand that he's talking about the statistics that he's getting when he's looking at the streaming services. Women and men are different. And most women do tend to watch reality shows, home improvement, cooking shows. That is the truth. While most men decide to watch action shows, superhero stuff. They do. And I'm sorry. It's not enough damn girls to justify changing your entire universe to mostly females. It's not. Just like it's not enough LGBT people to justify changing most of your characters into LGBT. No, you have to look at the general statistics of everything. Just like when Todd McFarlane was talking about action figures. He knows what he's talking about, because generally speaking, the female action figures don't really sell well. And on top of that, On top of that, the female action figures that people do want, the toy factories don't want to make them. So he can't make a whole line full of female action figures. That's just like saying, oh, Barbie should make a whole line full of male dolls of classic superhero stuff. The girls aren't going to buy it. That's just there are going to be some girls that are going to buy it. But for the majority, no, they're not. It is what it is. Ain't nobody, y'all have to understand human nature. You can't change human nature. You can't change males and females. There are exceptions to the rules. But generally speaking, men like what they like, females like what they're like, and trying to change it and trying to accommodate for everyone is not possible. Just like you can't make everything for everyone. Everything can't be for everyone. So you can't make everything diverse and inclusive for everyone. It is not possible. It is not possible. You're going to have to understand that. But this constant attack on the man ain't gonna help y'all. It is not gonna help y'all, because at the end of the day, he's thinking about profit. And the last 10 years ain't been all that damn profitable, because if it was successful, a lot of y'all would have went to go see Birds of Prey, which you didn't. A lot of y'all would have went to go see the Suicide Squad, which you didn't. A lot of y'all would have ordered HBO Max to go see Peacemaker, which you didn't. A lot of y'all would have went to go see Wonder Woman 1984, which you didn't. I'm just being honest. A lot of y'all would have went to go watch Harley Quinn, Titans, which you didn't. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. At least if you gonna talk it, at least be honest with yourself. Or a lot of y'all would have went and watched the CW shows, but you didn't. So again, why still do the same shit that didn't work the first damn time? Again, definition of insanity is doing the same thing over again, expecting different results. You got to make some kind of change, right? So if David decides that, look, I'm not for diversity and inclusion. If you're black and you're good at the job, you're hired. But I'm not going to hire you just because you're black. And I'm not going to hire you just because you're female. And I'm not going to hire you just because you're LGBT. I'm just not. And that's how jobs usually work. I'm just being honest. That is how jobs usually work at the end of the day. You know, you can't get mad at that. That is just truth. That is just the truth of the world. And, you know, hey, get mad all you want to, but it's the truth. It's not enough. It's not enough people that, you know, it's not enough money coming in to justify all of these changes. And I hope while he's at it, I hope he fucking changes the comic books too. Because the YA shit is horrible. The comic books themselves are horrible. Like, get rid of this Son of Kal-El shit. Get rid of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Get rid of half the characters being LGBT, because it just doesn't work. You have to understand profitability. And if it hurts your feelings, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, because guess what? We're in the United States. Majority of the damn country is still predominantly white. You can get mad all the hell you damn want to, but it's the truth. And another thing is, my POCs, stop acting like y'all fucking care about diversity and inclusion in entertainment. Because if you did, you would watch it when they actually have something that's actually focused for you, which you don't. Or because if you did, you would watch it, you would support it, but you don't. And even then, you would demand better instead of letting these studios gaslight you and be like, well, we race swap the characters for you. And that ain't good enough for me. I want some actual real characters, you know, that are actually of background descent. and get people that actually care about this stuff. And I think that's what David Zaslav is doing. But y'all gotta be patient a little bit, because when a merger happens, this is the stuff that is happening. Because if Warner Brothers was doing so well with all of those products last time, AT&T wouldn't have got rid of them, or it wouldn't have been easy for AT&T to buy them the first time around. So it is what it is. But we gotta let David do his thing. I honestly want to see what changes he's gonna make to WB, and honest to God, I hope it's for the better, so we can actually get good products, because we haven't been getting good products in a long time, and that's the truth. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.